When I was 7, some good-looking guy my mom brought home gave me a box of mangoes. That same day, my dad watched me eat those mangoes while he signed the divorce papers. Then he jumped off a building. After that, I couldn't stand mangoes. They made me sick just thinking about them. So on my wedding day, I told my wife Irene, if you ever want to divorce me, just give me a mango. She hugged me tight and didn't say anything. From then on, she avoided mangoes too. 5 years into our marriage, on Christmas Eve, Irene's childhood friend Stephen Carter put a mango on her desk. She immediately cut ties with him and fired him from the company. That day, I knew she was the one for me. 6 months later, I come back from overseas after closing $1 billion deal. At the celebration dinner, Irene hands me a drink. I'm halfway through it when Steven, the guy who got fired, walks up behind me with this smug grin. How's the mango juice? He asks. I stare at Irene in shock, but she's trying not to laugh. Don't be mad. Steve wanted me to prank you. I didn't give you a mango, just juice. But honestly, Steve's right. You're being ridiculous about the mango thing. You seem to like it just fine. I keep my face blank, lift my glass, and throw the rest of the juice in her face. Then I walk out. Some things aren't jokes. Mangoes aren't. And neither is divorce. Mr. White, your stomach's acting up from stress. Stop eating things you don't like. Next time it won't just be a stomachache. You might need surgery. Stay here overnight for observation, and make sure your family comes to get you. I sat there quietly after the doctor left. I'd worked 39 days straight overseas on this new project, and finally made it home. I never thought Irene's mango juice at the celebration would land me in the hospital. I opened our WhatsApp chat and started typing, then stopped. Something was off. I looked closer. It was Irene, but she'd changed her profile picture to a green mango. While I was staring at my phone, she called. Her voice was cold. I'm home. Where are you? I didn't answer. Before, I would have just let it go and acted like nothing happened. But tonight, I had nothing to say. She got annoyed. End of. Jason White, how long are you going to keep this up? I'm at the hospital. She went quiet. She never cared about my health. She probably never imagined her juice would put me in the hospital. Wait there. I'm coming right now, she said. I didn't want to see her, but I was too weak to move. Time passed. The doctor checked on me 3 times. Irene never showed up. Right before I fell asleep, I checked my phone one last time. Steven had posted on Instagram, every time I get hurt, my princess appears like magic. Life is good. The photo showed Irene putting a band-aid on him. Steven's profile picture was a yellow mango. It looked nice, but it made me want to throw up. We'd known each other for 10 years. Irene always knew my boundaries. She'd worked in business for years and knew how to act professional around other guys, but now she kept crossing the line. If that's how it was going to be, we were done. And the $1 billion deal I'd been working on in Urentia, she didn't need that either. It could make or break the company. The next morning, Irene hadn't texted or called. I wasn't even mad. After my checkup came back fine, I went straight home, a 5,000 square foot villa we'd paid off last year. 7 years ago, when we graduated, we lived in a basement and shared instant oatmeal. 5 years ago, when we got married, we ate street food and bought a tiny cake. Now I was alone in this huge house, licking my wounds. I figured I'd get used to it. I was looking over the divorce papers my lawyer sent when Irene came home. She reeked of men's cologne. Irene had sensitive skin and hated perfume. That's why I never wore anything scented for 7 years. Even my shampoo was unscented. Guess those rules only applied to me. She saw me on the couch with my tablet and hesitated. Steve got drunk at dinner last night and fell. I took him home. It got late and the drive was long, so I just stayed at a hotel nearby. That's why I didn't come to the hospital. I nodded and canceled another partnership on my tablet. Okay. Irene looked confused, like my reaction surprised her. She came closer and looked down. It's Saturday. Don't worry about work. I'm taking Steve to Paris for a trip. Wanna come? 7 years ago on my birthday, Irene and I took a $5 photo at a night